This is Newcap News with Lauren Poland.
Good evening and thanks for joining us. Moses, what do we have in store on this week's Road to the Allen Cup?
Oh, it's a very special one. We have a lot of great athletes and, one particular player who's got to travel a fair distance just to come and play for the Lloydminster Border Kings. We will have more coming up in sports.
And Peter, another beautiful day.
It was. Once again, we had another beautiful day. Not quite as warm as yesterday, though, but we do have a ridge of high pressure that's sinking down from the north. It will warm us up for tomorrow. Tomorrow will be a little bit like yesterday. We might break some more records. But right now, we are a little bit cooler than we were yesterday. At this time, we're currently sitting at 4 degrees in the border city. The winds have just in the past few hours switched around to be from the west-southwest. That will eventually pull up some warmer air with it as we head around the region. Sunshine around all areas. You can see 3 degrees in the Lakeland and a warm 6 degrees right now in the Battlefords. We will have all your weather details in just a few minutes.
We start tonight with more details on yesterday's fatal crash on Highway 16. Kitscoty RCMP have released more information on the female victim killed in the crash. Police say she was a college student from Vermilion. Her silver Mazda collided with a semi-truck early yesterday morning.
Kitscoty RCMP are able to release the information in regards to the accident yesterday. The deceased is a 19-year-old Saskatchewan resident who was enrolled in school in Vermilion. The name of the deceased is not being released at the moment as we don't have the permission from the family to do so.
RCMP are still investigating. Meantime, 2 women from Onion Lake are facing multiple charges after an alleged street racing incident. Around 6 o'clock Monday night, RCMP received a call about 2 vehicles driving erratically north on Highway 17. The vehicles sideswiped each other before ending up in the ditch. Both Arlen Harper and Destiny Littlewolf were taken to hospital. Both are facing multiple motor vehicle charges. 2 men have been arrested after the RCMP uncovered a chop shop at the Saddle Lake First Nation. The vehicles were stolen from Edmonton and Lloydminster sometime between May 2011 and January of this year. 8 vehicles were found on 2 different properties, with 2 rebuilt entirely with various stolen parts. The discovery came following a 4-month-long investigation by the St. Paul and Saddle Lake RCMP. Charges are expected by the end of the week. Well, the temperatures aren't the only thing rising. Gas prices have jumped more than 12 cents a litre across Lloydminster. Drivers at the pump can expect to pay more as prices for gas were up about to 1.18 cents a litre. Phil Allen of Lakeland College says that although Alberta has lots of oil, we send much of our supply out of the country to be refined, subjecting us to global market prices.
So in this case, the producers, the oil refiners, can charge due to scarcity, and also the fact that they have other markets, other options to sell their product to. They can charge what they want back to the retailers.
Allen says there are many economic factors that play into the price of gas, including supply and demand, but it's too complicated to link this recent price spike to one particular influence. A new Canadian study shows kids who are the youngest in their class are significantly more likely to be diagnosed and treated for ADHD. Through the study, kids born in November and December appear to take longer to read and write compared to kids born almost a full year ahead of them. Mike Baden has more.
The study looked at more than 900,000 children in British Columbia who were between ages 6 and 12. They found that kids born in December were 39% more likely to be diagnosed with ADHD compared to kids born in January.
You do see developmental differences, and the question is a developmental difference something that causes perhaps stress? Does it elevate anxiety? Does it cause some of the behavioral issues? That's a possibility, but certainly we do know that developmentally the gap is a year.
And local doctor Raf Saeed agrees.
If somebody's born in January and somebody happens to be born in November or October, their mental age, their fine motor coordination, all those things are not are 10 months or 8 months behind somebody who, for example, who was born in March or April.
Lead author of the study, Richard Morrow, says while the difference in age is only a matter of months, in elementary school that can make a big difference.
The concern in the classroom for the student is to figure out why that behavior is. First of all, identify what the behavior is, and then second of all, identify what the stimulus or cause of that behavior is. If it's something we can control and manage, great. If it's something beyond and organic, then we extend that circle of influence to bring other people in to assist.
Misdiagnosing kids with ADHD can also cause problems. Teachers and parents may treat the child differently, which could cause other social issues.
I wouldn't want to label those children as ADD or ADHD. I would just say that they don't have the same level of maturity as the other children in the class.
Morrow also notes that while the study only looked at kids in BC, he's confident the results would be similar across Canada, since school systems are alike. Mike Baden, Newcap News.
We're joined now with Kayla Buchanan, the host of Around the Region, which is on tonight. What do we have on tap tonight, Kayla?
Well, you know, there were 2 local fundraisers for different children's charities that took place over the weekend, so I'll have the full recap of those. As well on tonight's show, there's an exciting announcement from the Onion Lake Cree Nation. They have formed a new energy alliance with 3 other Alberta First Nations, and I'll tell you how their communities are going to benefit from all of this. I also have a very special interview with Dr. Eva Olsen. She's a Holocaust survivor, author, and public speaker who shares her emotional and painful story with me. We'll have that and more, as you said, at 7:30 tonight on Around the Region.
Looks fantastic. Everyone should definitely tune in and stay tuned on this channel. We'll be back with more right after this break.